Roleplay Retcon does not own any part of the movies we retcon, nor are we associated with the artists who make them. Also, while most episodes are safe for all listeners, please do check the individual episode descriptions for any content warnings.
The music for this series is by Behold. You can find them on Bandcamp, YouTube, and more.
Previously on Roleplay Retcon does Pacific Rim Uprising. Despite only basic pilot training and no experience in the field, Amara, Alex, and Bond rushed into battle with a rogue Jaeger when it attacked the Pan-Pacific Defense Corps summit in Sydney. The mech was formidable but behaved oddly, refusing to acknowledge comms and lacking the human mannerisms that the pilot sync usually brings to Jaegers. The Jaeger seemed especially interested in Mako Mori's evac helicopter, and despite a fierce fight by the three young pilots, a salvo of missiles shot Mako's chopper down in a fiery crash.
We fucked up. Guys, we fucked up.
We failed.
Oh my god, guys, we did bad.
So I just start charging full bore. Caution completely out the window. It's gone down with a big puff of smoke, like a helicopter I once knew.
Alex, too soon.
And I just start chucking segment knives at this guy. I'll do my skirmish, and I miss the first one. Sails wide, and I missed my second one. I'm just a ball full of rage.
Jeez. You send these knives sailing through the air, and it, with that same kind of refined grace, seemingly not a care in the world, just kind of moves to the side of either knife and then turns and begins to continue walking away from you all.
And then I'm going to issue an order as a free action to Amara. Don't let it escape. Bring it down.
Sir, yes, sir.
And it is just going to move 5, 6, further and further away from you all as it begins to run back towards the coast here. Jency, you're up.
Well, I'm going to shoot it with my anti-material rifle.
Okay.
Now that it's out of close combat range, I could do that. I got 5 total.
Nice. Yeah. You
That's not nice.
Pull out your larger anti-material rifle. Compared to your other pistols, this is a hulking mechanical rifle that fires like particles accelerated towards the speed of sound itself and release a blast towards this thing, which just goes wide completely. As this thing walks itself back into the ocean and begins to step off the beach into the water before disappearing under the waves, submerged and disappearing. The second it is under the waves, you guys feel your communication systems come alive again as its sort of weird jamming frequency doesn't seem to be active anymore.
Cadets, this is dispatch. Come in. What happened? What is going on out there?
Dispatch, the helicopter down.
Yeah, I'm going to start running toward the helicopter.
We don't know what it was. It was some sort of Jaeger.
Confirmed unidentified Jaeger signal verified. We'll send the carriers in. We'll need to total the damage, but just hold the position for now. Make sure no one else gets hurt.
Amara, you run towards the helicopter wreckage. How are you looking over this thing?
I'm going to get out. I'm going to get out of the Jaeger. I'm going to jump out.
You dismount the kind of back compartment of the head of your Jaeger. Your Jaeger kind of takes a knee and it pops open. and you're able to climb out and run towards this thing. It is on fire and smoke currently. It is too hot for you to get very close, but if you would like to look at it, you may make a notice check for me.
Can I use my stay cool?
I'll say in this instance, I think stay cool is very appropriate. You're trying to not lose your nerves in this kind of emotional moment. Yeah.
13.
You can, under all the wreckage, make out the shape of 2 human bodies crushed by the fall of the helicopter as it stands engulfed in flame. And you also notice a small briefcase. It is a dark black metal briefcase. It has been not quite tossed from the helicopter, but left, kind of the helicopter has crashed sort of sideways here. We can see sort of an arm poking out from under the wreckage. And this briefcase just shy of the arm.
But it's too hot to get near, right?
The helicopter itself is, but the briefcase is a little ways out. Are you picking it up?
Yes.
Sure.
Free arm.
I'm going to have you take 1 point of damage here as it is quite hot, but through the suit, your pilot will take the damage, so you'll go to 5 hit points instead of 6. But
okay.
Your Jaeger kind of suit insulates you somewhat as you pick up the briefcase. It is hot currently. It kind of singes the material of your gloves. But it is heavy, and it is dented, but it looks to be relatively intact.
Do I have something to put the flames out? Like, does my Jaeger come with, like, flame suppression stuff?
Yeah, there's absolutely, like, a fire extinguisher, I would say, in the head compartment of your Jaeger.
Okay, can I grab it?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Why is that funny, Ben?
Because I thought...
Hey, there are
it was going to, like,
in the heads of Jaegers.
You thought the Jaeger was just going to start vaping all over this fire?
Just going like...
It breathes out.
Just spewing
I thought it came
cotton.
out of the head, but no, it's in your, like, cockpit. Okay.
Absolutely. You fetch this fire extinguisher, begin to spray, but this is a 1-person-sized fire extinguisher, and this is a crashed military helicopter. It doesn't appear to be doing too much. But the fires do begin to die down as kind of emergency services begin to arrive on the scene. Those evacuation pods begin to open up again as the people begin to gather and come out onto the streets, murmuring, gasping at the damage as firefighters are escorting people off the premises, making sure that the buildings are not collapsing further, etc.
Please, help! A helicopter down. And she's just going to keep trying to put out the flames. Is anyone okay in there? Please answer me. And she's just going to keep going. She's just not going to stop.
Sure enough, your shouts bring people over who begin to shout in turn, hey, she needs help over here, as eventually there are some fire services arrive on the scene. The Sydney Fire Department begin to extinguish the flames somewhat using kind of a larger scale fire suppressant, and the wreckage can be surveyed. EMTs will arrive as well and begin to assess the damage. One of them will try to stop you and ma'am, you can't go in there right now. We don't know what the condition of the bodies is. You're gonna need to let us take a look at it first.
I can help.
I think you've all helped enough for the time being.
Okay, Amara is just gonna take a step back, but she's just gonna stand there anyway and hold the briefcase.
As you hold your newfound briefcase here, wondering what could be inside, the more and more of the sort of Jaeger initiative begins to arrive on scene. More helicopters from base begin to fly in as people dismount and begin to run to each of you. Bon and Alex, techs from the Shatterdome begin to come over and assess damages. The broken arm blade of the unnamed Jaeger is beginning to be salvaged as massive sort of cable straps are attached to it, and it has begun to be pulled away by one of these helicopters. And the scene we're left with here is a battle-ravaged Sydney. Casualties minimal, but dire and brutal to the cause, to the prior established family of the Jaeger pilots here, as you all are recovered by the program, and the cables reattached to your Jaegers, or what remains of them, as you were all taken back on these massive helicarriers back towards the Shatterdome. The vibes back at the Shatterdome are rancid, to say the least. There is a rapidly growing in size sort of shrine that's been erected just outside the main offices, where the other former members of the Jaeger Initiative are memorialized here. The individuals, including Stacker Pentecost and Chuck and Herc, who have given their lives for the Jaeger Initiative during the Kaiju War. There's a shrine that is growing in size with a framed picture of Mako Mori at the center of it. Now, notably, Mako is not dead currently. She's been taken to the infirmary facility on the Shatterdome with severe burns and is currently in a coma. But nonetheless, people leave flowers and small offerings. The dog tags of the helicopter pilot is left here as well. And you all sit in the room adjoining with that small space where a debriefing is taking place. Screens all across the wall are showing pictures of what feels to you all, I imagine, like your failure in this moment. Images of the rogue Jaeger unit that has now been deemed Obsidian Fury are highlighted across all of these screens, really honing in on what this threat is, where it came from, trying to find out any information that they can. Obviously, there are a number of pictures up here as well of you all and the helicopter crash, etc. You all sit in a circular room with a number of other individuals. In this room is Jake, as well as Marshall Chuan, who's the voice of dispatch, as well as the scientist figure you all saw a number of days ago now, talking to Mako back on your first day, Amara's first day on the Shatterdome. The professor has since introduced himself as Herman Gottlieb. He's a leading specialist on formerly kaijus, now working with the Jaeger Initiative. Here, as you all assess the situation and take in everything that has happened.
Is this the guy that fusses with Charlie Day all the time?
This is the guy that fusses with Charlie Day all the time.
I was about to ask that question.
Jake is the first to clear his throat. You can all see that he is putting on a brave face. He is very clearly, obviously, upset by this. But he does say, you all did the best you could have. You jumped into combat without flinching, which is exactly what any of us would have done. And you're newer to this than most. That is worth recognizing.
Not good enough.
No, but it's how she would have preferred to go in fighting in Jaeger versus Jaegers, or just doing what you all do. It's the same way our dad went. It's what she would have wanted. She can still contribute to everything we're doing here.
But she could still get better, right? You're talking about it like it's over. She could still get better.
Yeah, she'll be all right.
Only time will tell, but the doctors aren't super optimistic. At this point, Dr. Gottlieb, I guess he's not a doctor. He's just Herman Gottlieb. I don't know what his credentials are other than just kind of a freak about kaiju.
Can we call him Master Gottlieb?
I was just going to call him Professor.
Okay.
Can I call him Joey?
No.
Just don't call him late for dinner, am I right?
Cha-cha.
Gottlieb takes the spectacles off of his nose and kind of straightens in his chair, and he says, yes, well, Mako and I had been working on a number of scientific reports before the incident. And I believe that is what we have here. This is a difficult time for all of us. knew Mako for a number of years, but we should do what we can to press the advantage, what advantage we can manage to muster. We have little information to go off of, and I believe this black box, not really a black box as prior established, might give us a few answers. And he'll proceed to pull up an amount of data here from this box. You see that the box has been opened, and there is a tablet inside that has been connected to the sort of 3D, super science fiction-y display that kind of sits in between you all, that is displaying a model of this Obsidian Fury Jaeger, as well as your own Jaegers here. Anyone who would like, if you want to try to piece some of this data together, can give me a check if you want to tie a trigger to it. I would call this like a comprehend check, or make sense is one of the triggers as well. But if you have tech triggers, that might also be relevant.
I would like to pull rank.
Listen here, computer shit.
You tell me what I need to know. I outrank you. I'm a person. I have legs.
What's that Facebook post that's like, you will not speak in my holy tongue?
Oh, man.
I have hack or fix.
I'll say it's relevant enough, sure.
Do we get that +1, or is that just in our Jaeger?
Yeah, you're making a skill check.
Yeah.
Your grit is a pilot stat. You got Moxie, kid, except it's not Moxie, it's grit.
I got a
Like
moxicillin.
sandpaper. You got a moxicillin, kid. Oh, God. Are you okay, kid?
No, I've got a bacterial infection.
Shit, dude.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
In your sinuses.
Your inner city doctor coming into the room. Hey, you got a moxicillin, kid.
For your sinus infection.
For your sinus infection.
Make sure to take
You're
them
on the
all.
Jersey Shore.
You don't
Alright,
want a super bug.
Just my straight roll, I got a 16.
16, success.
I have 12 plus 4 plus 5 is 17.
Ooh, I'm Jency. I got a 17. Look at me.
Ben, are you even attempting this roll?
No, I have intentionally built my character to know fucking nothing about computers.
Nice.
Yeah, Bon, the systems look like nothing to you. Even the images of the Jaegers are becoming derealized in front of your eyes.
I just do what this guy does. Just go where this guy goes. And I pat Alex on the back.
You all, or rather Amara and Alex, both of you kind of piece together the data as it is coming from the tablet into this display. And you notice a couple of things. Firstly, Amara, you notice a set of coordinates. You're not sure entirely where they track to, but you recognize that they are coordinates on a map. Alex, you recognize a schematic of some kind, some sort of device that looks like it is made to be mounted onto a Jaeger.
I think this is a schematic. Maybe of some sort of radar dish or a scanner.
Interesting. I see some coordinates here.
Gottlieb will confirm on both fronts. He says, yes, quite. The name pending, short form, long range, Shautech scanner. I never got to naming it fancily, we'll say. But before the incident, Mako and I were working on a scanner of sorts that could parse fragments of signals. It would detect the resonance of anything that would appear as kaiju DNA. As for the coordinates, they cross-referenced with our map here, will point to Siberia. You see, Shao Corp is already using this current incident to push for their drones even harder, shamelessly, not even a pause to memorialize. Before she passed, Mako had reason to believe that illegal operations were taking place within the Shao Corporation. I had my doubts on that front, but I was assigned to design this scanner anyway. We formerly tracked kaiju via rift signatures. We would mathematically track out the time frame of which breaches from the Pacific Rim rift. I said the title. Everyone point. We would previously track the breaches from the rift to detect the kaiju. But there were theories that other methods could be employed, notably theories pioneered by my colleague, Newt Geisler, not currently with us. Now, with the rift being closed, there seemingly should be no reason to carry on this device. But Mako had reason to believe that it might still be of use. It's just a hunch, but it's also all we have to go off of. I say we see whatever is going on in Siberia.
I second that. When can we launch?
Motion for Chuan and Jake, who will look at each other and nod. And Jake will say, pilots, at the ready.
Yeah, we're going to do this, and she's going to be so proud when she wakes up.
I feel like that. Wait, so Alex, when he says at the ready, what does Alex do?
Oh, I go to attention.
Yeah, and I feel like you're the only guy that does that.
Oh, wait,
Do you have like a delayed reaction when you realize you're supposed to?
Yes, very, very, very delayed. But then I look over at Alex, I'm like, oh my god, okay, yes, attention, yes.
It's ready time.
And I think Bond looks at both of you and like sort of halfway it does it.
Just kind of like eases into it.
Yeah, exactly.
From the
I'm not
resting
resisting
position.
doing it,
Yeah,
certainly.
yeah. Just as lax as can be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gottlieb will also add that he'll have techs begin work on this detector. You have a number of hours here to get ready before Siberia is like 30 hours away, roughly.
From Australia?
So there's some time.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact, you can't book a flight from Sydney, Australia to Siberia.
In this
That
political
is a
climate?
fun fact, Hen.
There you go. Hey,
When
what can
were
I
you
say? I
in
gotta find out
Sydney?
how-
And you were trying to get to
Never.
Siberia.
For legal reasons, I can neither confirm nor deny any of that information.
Okay.
You just Googled it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
For this, the podcast.
Yes. As that is what my lawyers will tell you.
Well,
I mean,
respect
that is correct.
Yes.
More than one, huh? Oh.
Got
Gotta
a
come
team.
prepared. Yeah. We're going to move into another period of downtime here. You have a couple of reserves already, but everyone can take a downtime action, and maybe we can shore up a few more reserves. Does anyone have a preference on the activity they want to take?
I'm torn.
Hi, Torn.
Wait. Are you all out of faith?
Yes. I am.
Got him.
Yeah. I wonder if I would rather continue working on my upgrade for my gun, or now I kind of want, now that I have a new mech with more room in it for another person, I'm wondering if maybe I want to try and get a connection to sit in with me.
Yes!
Can I do that?
Wait, that rules. Yeah, why not? Now, like, logically speaking, this makes very little sense. Hey, I know you aren't a pilot. I'm about to go on a potentially very dangerous mission to the middle of Siberia in Russia. Do you want to, like, I don't know, call me crazy, get in the mech with me?
You want to come with and hold my hand?
I need someone to park the car for me. You can hold the keys.
And we can, like, I mean, it's a 30-hour trip, you know? Like, we can hang out, listen to music and stuff,
Yeah. Yeah.
ask each other deep
Okay.
personal questions, trauma bond.
Who did you lose in the kaiju war?
Yeah, right?
Which of your parents are dead?
Let's cry about
Both
it.
of mine.
Yeah, both of mine, too.
Nervous.
Are you going to get connected?
Yes, I think I want to do that. Can I do that, Hin?
Yeah. What kind of a connection are you looking for?
So, originally, when I did this, I did have Jake in mind, but I assume he has his own Jaeger to ride in. And also probably he doesn't want to hang out with me.
I mean, you could pick him. He doesn't, for the purposes of what we're doing, he doesn't necessarily have a Jaeger. He has the Avenger, technically.
I don't know. Hin, you're the robot master. What do you think? Do you think it would make more narrative sense for me to pick Jake or to find a new buddy?
I think it's hard to make less sense than just picking a random person on the base and being like, hey, come with me.
Yes.
hop in the Jaeger.
Yes.
I think Jake makes the most sense of like people who would willingly get in a Jaeger with you.
Okay. All right. I'm going to pick Jake then.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll for me
Okay.
here.
Now,
this is Get Connected. Go ahead.
Can I use something? Stay cool? Question mark.
I can see an argument for stay cool. I think Jake is very trying to mask a lot of frustration and rage and sadness. And I can see an argument where you can express your stay cool as like, hey, this might give you some closure.
Excellent. That's actually what I was thinking. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, yes, I would like to try that. So I will roll for it. And
this is really refreshing. I'm so used to my Lancer players being like, no, listen, because like apply fists to face is really open-minded. Like I could be applying the fist of love to the face of my mother, right? So like really it applies to this role. And it's like, no, absolutely not.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Hen. I appreciate that. Well, I rolled a nat 20.
Holy shit. Hey, that's a critical success, which means you get more than you are attempting to get.
Oh my gosh.
I think that with a 20, what do you say to Jake?
Okay. So in my mind, I'm imagining that like we're all like going off, but I see Jake has just kind of like walked maybe toward the memorial. And, you know, he's standing there and he's trying to like mask all of his inner turmoil, but like he's saying he's also looking at like his dead dad and his sister in a coma. It's probably pretty difficult. So I'm going to walk over there to him and I'm just going to stand beside him for a moment in silence. And then after a moment, I'm going to say, you know, Jake, I'm really sorry all of this has happened. I know you didn't ask for any of this, and I know how hard it is to lose someone, but I think you're being really brave, and we all really appreciate you, but I know that your dad would be proud, and I know that your sister, I bet she is proud.
He doesn't say anything for a long time. He just stares at the increasingly large monument here in the hallway. Before he says, I think what's really getting me is that I can't tell her that I'm proud. So I appreciate you saying that. I'll get an opportunity to eventually. Maybe after we've made whoever did this pay. Thank you, Amara. You're all leaving to take care of this. It's been... I didn't expect it to become easier to step into this role, being the commander for all of you. I really, as I've expressed a number of times, I have no real desire to get back in a Jaeger. I'm done with the Jaeger initiative. I'm not the pilot that Mako or my dad wanted me to be. So I'm glad you are.
Thank you for saying that, Jake. I feel like I'm in over my head. You know, like I've been alone for so long and I love piloting, but I just feel like, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've only been here like, 2 days?
Just about.
Yeah, so thank you for saying that. I'm trying.
You know, we never really got to do much training and now we're throwing you right into the line of fire. If you needed a mentor figure in the cockpit, you know, back in the day, they put 2 people on the heads of these things, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. No. Could you? I actually have room. I just got an upgrade.
Oh, neat. Yeah, I shouldn't leave base, but if I were to be in the Jaeger for a routine test, just pilot safety inspections, and you all happened to ship out right then.
Okay.
Well,
I
why don't I come take a look at make sure everything's in order with old Ironclad Gunsmoke.
Yeah, I've been upgrading some things, and it really needs to be checked out by a professional, definitely.
All right.
Cool.
Definitely. And the 2 of you begin to walk off towards the hangar. You pass Gottlieb on the way there, who's going over some papers, and he says, yes, Jake, I have a number of things. And Jake says, Gottlieb, you're in charge. And Lee continues to walk off. And Gottlieb says, I'm what? As we cut away to someone else. Who's next?
I want to do a couple of things, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Firstly, Alex has been pondering over them naming this mystery mech the Obsidian Fury. I was like, man, that's a lot like the name my mech has. My Jaeger. Maybe I ought to change it.
My lawyers will be in contact. Jaeger Initiative.
I've decided I'm going to change the name of my Jaeger, if it's okay with the class.
It is okay with me.
And I'm going to name it Sanguine Rush.
Whoa.
Does that take my downtime action?
No.
Okay. Because for my downtime action, I would like to gather information by
That's a good one.
Studying the battle tapes of our fight with the Obsidian Fury and seeing if I can clock some of its moves, armament, and things like that.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a roll. Why don't we call this... Let's see. There are a number of things that you could do here.
Can I do read a situation?
I think that's very fitting, yeah.
That's the only one I have that might fit at all.
Apply fists to face.
I would like to lead or inspire by looking at this video.
Yes. Hey, I could see an argument for that, though.
I mean, if you want to, that gives you +2 more.
I mean, make me an argument.
All right. In order for a leader to lead properly, they must gather the information that they need.
Do you want to take that again, or
no? I think it was perfect the first time.
I think that it makes a lot of sense to Alex has routinely put himself at the forefront of these combat situations, and I think as the sort of de facto leader of your platoon here, I think it makes sense that you feel a lot of responsibility for everything that went wrong with the prior combat, and I think it makes sense that you would put yourself more in the line of fire to understand this thing's attacks so that you don't have a repeat of last time. Go for it.
11 plus 5 is 16.
16. Okay, just a regular success. Yeah. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, that is a success. The reserve I'm going to give you is a +1 accuracy to the first attack you make against this thing, or against the first save that you make against one of its effects.
Nice.
Should you encounter it again. Ben, you're up. What are you thinking?
So one thing that happens, and I'm going to pitch this to you, Alex. Bond just won't leave you alone. Just goes everywhere you go, to the point that this might become a little bit annoying.
Like I'm watching the tape and you're like, oi, what you doing? What you doing, bud?
Yeah, it gets like that, which is a little weird for Bond. And so maybe at one point you actually try to lose him. You duck him.
Yeah, can I roll for that?
I don't think you even have to. I'm okay with just saying it happens.
I wasn't asking you, Ben.
If you want to roll for it, you can.
There's no reason to roll for it. You could do it, and I'm okay with it.
I bounce.
So when I can't find him, I also decide that it is time for a new mech. The old mech didn't work. Nothing I did worked right. it's time for an entirely new mech. I have completely cast aside my puka shell necklaces. My not puka shell. It's like the kaiju tooth necklace. All that, it's gone. He's not using it. And now there's this like, I think I've already described my mech as a squat Danny DeVito mech. This one is that, but it's like the, in Mega Man X when you get all the armor, it's kind of like that.
I do know what
the Danny DeVito mech.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like a little bit cooler than the old Danny DeVito mech.
Nice.
Do you have the Hadouken?
I tried to make that jump over the armadillo stage guy, the armadillo guy stage. I just can't make the jump, and I'm like, fuck it, I don't need it. These are deep cut references for people over 30. But so I'm also seeking out Amara, and I'm like, hey, I need someone who's good with, the Renchery dues and whatnot. I'm going to try to make a little upgrade, So what I'm going to try to do is rope her in to help me do a power at a cost.
Ooh, okay.
Well, first I want to see if Amara is okay with sneaking in and juicing up a Jaeger.
Yes, I am always okay with that.
I thought you'd like that. So, Hen, here's what I would like to pitch.
Okay.
And then you can, of course, tweak it back at me, knowing this game a little better than I do. I have a couple of different shields on now on my new mech, which is called the Halcyon Vapor.
Yeah.
I thought everyone would ooh
That's cool.
like they
No,
did for Alex, but no.
nice. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Okay.
it.
No,
It's like that
I don't
Boney
wanna
Bear
hear it
song.
now.
Your name is Bon. Boney Bear.
Well, I don't know who Boney Bear is, so
What the heck? Did you just say Boney Bear?
I don't know. I know who Boney Bear is. I know who Boney Bear is.
I think Boney Bear has to be a canonic
Boney Bear.
Jaeger
The
now.
snowman from Rudolph is based on it.
Is he
Right?
in the brown barn?
Mark 5 Jaeger, Boney Bear.
Boney Bear.
Don't cross him.
anyway, I have both a hard light defense system and an enclave pattern support shield. Now both of them do something called a burst 3 shield, and I don't quite know what that means.
It means 3 spaces out centered on yourself. It applies the effect.
I would like to be able to make that go further for more heat.
I will give you an additional space of heat per additional burst per additional heat you are willing to take.
That seems pretty generous.
It's your heat is going to build up fast. You'll be surprised. What's your heat cap? Like 5? All right,
10.
how many points? You got 10 heat? Oh wow! Oh, because you put all
one
of
of
your
the things
points.
I took in this license level is engineering.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, how much further do you want it to go out?
Well, it goes 3. I would love it to double that at least.
Yeah, I can give you burst 6 for 6 heat.
Okay.
I mean, you still have to roll for this.
Yeah, sure.
Now, can he then choose like how much he wants to do? Like, can he choose to
No,
do
it'll
3
just
or
go
6?
out to 6.
Oh.
It'll be burst 6 now.
So that's what we do. We like overclock these shields. Now, can I use it for both of these? For both the hard light defense system and the enclave pattern support shield?
Let's see how you roll first.
Can I let Jincy roll for this? And
No, but I was going to say you can apply Jency's hacker fix.
Oh, nice. That's +4.
I have rolled a natural 20.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. With a critical success, I will allow you to expand this to both of your systems here.
Nice.
Now, notably, that is for
6 heat is a lot.
6 heat is a lot of heat.
Maybe I should just, hey, I know this is, I've already rolled it, I'm taking this back. What could I retroactively only apply this to one of the shields?
If you would like that, sure.
Yeah, like one of them is my big beefy shield and one of them is not so much.
I will allow you to apply it to whichever one. The bonus of the
But I have to
20
say
here
now.
will not be, well, I was going to say the bonus of the 20 will not be making you choose. It'll be the first one that you feel you need a burst 6 on in the next thing. You can
Okay,
have burst
okay.
6 because it's only for that deployment anyway, right? So this way it is a true consumable.
Good job there, newbie. Thanks a lot. And yeah, like, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but let's just keep this between you and me, okay, new friend?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. Have you seen Alex?
No. Sorry. I definitely didn't see him. Nope. Sorry. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. Bye. So I also need to go ahead and do this, Hen. We have some other Robot Master business here. When making this new mech, my previous talents were no longer applicable. So I've retooled some of those, if that's okay.
Yeah. Whenever you rebuild a mech, you can reallocate points.
So I have taken all 3 levels in Bonded. When you take this talent, choose another pilot to be your bond mate. Any mech skill checks and saves either character makes while you're adjacent gain +1 accuracy. You can also, I can also get a reaction that basically lets me take damage for the bond mate, and also if somebody, it's called Sundance, and also Cover Me, which lets me spend my Overwatch to threaten an attacker. And if they choose a different target, nothing happens. But if they still attack my bond mate, I get to immediately attack them. And I would like my bond mate to be my buddy Alex. I kind of thought everyone would like woo and like think that was really cool, but no.
You gotta find me first.
Nice. Did you see the ones I chose, Hen? My talents.
I have them pulled up.
Why don't you tell everybody in the class?
I was just about to ask if you wanted to hear.
This is a perfect segue, actually, if you'll permit me to take the reins ever so slightly.
Yes.
You all finish making these modifications, and Jake, having just been with you, Amara, walks into the scene moments later. He is, for the first time you have all seen, wearing the same sort of deployment suit as you all. And he says, wait. And he kind of surveys the situation a little bit, and you worry for just a moment, and then he says, we threw you into the real deal last time with nothing more than the training mechs you had all been taught to just stand in. But this is serious now. Training wheels are coming off. And as he says it, he makes a signal, and panels in the wall of the Shatterdome here begin to open up. And you see more of a heavy extended armory, entire missile racks that can be equipped to your mechs, new weapons you didn't have access to before, salvaged and recreated pieces of former mechs, former Jaegers from the Kaiju War. Just looking over them, Amara, you're a bit of a history buff on the Jaegers. You see arm components of Cherno Alpha, one of the original Mark I Jaegers, the longest running Mark I Jaeger in service, that was destroyed in the prior Kaiju War. Mark III Shaolin Rogues, a spare arm that is equipped with all manner of integrated blade systems, etc. The Mark IV Echo Saber, which was only recently decommissioned in 2024, etc. As all of your mechs are now capable of being fitted with this new additional gear and able to kind of be truly made into your own Jaeger, and not just the hand-me-down Jaegers of the leftover members of the initiative. And now, why doesn't everybody go through and just give us a little highlight? We got to see what talents Ben has taken, but why don't we go through, and if you've got new talents you want to talk about, or new weapons, new systems, things like that.
So, I have taken the Raleigh 2 license levels. So I'm actually going to I really like Ironclad Gunsmoke. So this is going to be the Ironclad Gunsmoke Mark II. And so for my talents, I am keeping some of them. I'm keeping Crackshot and Grease Monkey. And I'm also keeping the previous 2 Gunslinger ones that I had. And I am adding in the 3rd Gunslinger one, which is called I Kill With My Heart, which is
so good.
Pretty cool. And basically, so I get like a gunslinger die. It starts at D6, and every time I hit with an auxiliary ranged weapon, I can reduce it by 1. And then when it reaches 1, I get to reset it to 6 and get plus 2d6 bonus damage on hit and AP to my next attack with an auxiliary ranged weapon. And it also ignores cover, and that's cool. And it even goes between scenes, but it resets when I rest or perform a full repair. So that's really cool. I'm really excited about that. And for my mech, I said I'm doing the Raleigh 2. Do you want me to talk more about that?
Just anything you want to highlight on it. I think maybe for the the listeners who are maybe unfamiliar with Lancer, the fun thing is the Mjolnir cannon.
Yes, it's so cool. So basically, I'm now also a gunslinger and Thor at the same time. So I get this Mjolnir cannon, the M35 Mjolnir cannon, and it's really cool. So it's in my chest, right?
Yeah.
It's this big giant gun in my chest, and at the end of the round, no, at the beginning of the round,
every time you end your turn,
every time I end my turn, if I haven't fired it yet, then I get 2 rounds into the chamber, and it holds a maximum of 6. And then when I fire it, all of the chambers fire simultaneously, dealing 4 kinetic damage per loaded round. And if I do 4 or more at once, I get armor piercing, and my target becomes shredded until the end of their next turn, which is really cool. And once per round, when I reload any weapon, I can also fire the Mjolnir for free. And I got okay, so I used to have 1 pistol, and now I have 2 pistols. I still have my hand cannon and my thermal pistol, but I replaced my previous heavy mount with a bolt thrower, which is also really cool.
It's a very strong weapon. Everything you have going on is very good. The bolt, putting I kill with my heart on the bolt thrower gives us a total of 5d6 kinetic and explosive damage. So there's gonna be there's gonna be some damage. I'm excited.
I've got myself a shooty boy. Oh, and I also, of course, as I previously alluded to, I expanded my compartment specifically so I could let someone else ride with me. I cleared this with him beforehand, and now it's Jake, and I'm so excited. But I am keeping my personalization of my big cool hat.
The big cool hat? You can't go... Yeah, you have to.
I mean, come on.
Big cool hat. Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
You're the gunslinger. Alex, do you want to tell us cool stuff that you've got?
Yeah, so I upped my agility and mech skills. As far as my talents, the only thing I've added was the 3rd tier in Hunter, which is Disdainful Blade. Once per round, when I hit a character with a melee attack, I can also throw an auxiliary melee weapon as an attack against any character within range as a free action.
It's as a free action.
That's crazy. So cool.
That is insane.
Pretty
How would you like
cool.
some more attacks with your attacks?
I would love to do all the attacks, please.
Nice.
And then
yeah, it's good.
I'm upgrading my frame to the IPS-N Blackbeard, which is just a piratey cool mech. I get a bunch more HP. I get grapple cables. The Blackbeard can grapple targets within range 5. If the grapple is successful, the Blackbeard is immediately pulled adjacent to the target by the most direct path. If there's no if I can't get there, it breaks the grapple, basically.
Yeah.
And then as a core system, I get assault grapples, which lets me grapple any number of targets within range 5 in line of sight. And if I hit, or the affected characters have to make a hull save or take 2d6 kinetic damage and are knocked prone and then pulled adjacent to me. Apart from that, my weapon systems are remaining largely the same. Well, there's some changes. I'm keeping my tactical melee weapon, my sword. I'm keeping the segment knife, but my additional auxiliary mount is now becoming a bristle crown flechette launcher, which has like a burst threat area 1, which does 1 damage to everything basically one space around me. The weapon ignores range penalties from engaged and deals 3 kinetic damage to grappled or biological targets instead of 1.
Ooh.
I thought like, biological targets, and then I remember that's what these movies are about.
Yeah. I'm playing it ahead. And then my heavy mount is now a nanocarbon sword, which is reliable 3 and does 1d6 plus 4 damage. And has a threat range of 2, which is nuts.
Yes.
Just a big, long sword.
It's massive. Yeah.
The
nanocarbon sword is really cool. Minor tangent, like lore-wise, it is built in a way that constantly sharpens itself.
That
Very
is
stuff.
cool.
That's what we love. That's what we love. And my systems, I'm keeping the synthetic muscle netting, which lets me grapple or ram targets larger than me. I'm keeping
That would be relevant.
personalizations. Keep my big scarf, which I'm thinking is what I'm going to be using to grapple things. Is my scarf.
That's cool.
Keeping the custom paint job, and then I don't remember what I got rid of my turrets.
For a projected shield?
I've got the Type 3 projected shield.
Yeah, this is not a cool thing, but you also do have an exposed reactor now.
Oh yeah, I also have the exposed reactor.
Just worth
It's in
noting.
fact-
Oh no.
Very hot.
which makes it more difficult for me to do engineering checks and saves.
You've also got one of the cooler subsystems in the game. I think it's called the lock kill subsystem.
Oh yeah,
It's just very fun.
While grappling, I
Yeah.
can boost and take reactions.
Ben, you want to tell us about Halcyon Vapor?
I don't have much to tell that I haven't already told. Lot of shields on Halcyon Vapor, as I said. Also, the Saladin only has one flex mount, a single primary equipment slot. So all I've got is an assault rifle now. I'm mostly systems now. I got a stable structure too, so that I don't get knocked down. I got that low center of gravity. Got that low Danny DeVito center of
You'll
gravity.
get up again.
The Danny DeVito special.
Another fun thing is these other two can use me as hard cover.
I was about to say,
Okay,
that's actually probably the most important thing.
Yeah,
Whoa.
they can stand behind me and don't get shot by gun
That's
shoots.
cool.
You know what's really funny is you are the Danny DeVito special, but you're the largest mech of all three of our mechs now.
Yeah, I'm actually taller than you.
Wow.
The aforementioned helicopters that ferry you from location to location arrive. You are all buckled in, ready to go. You have your combat equipment, all hooked up into your Jaegers. You're all in your combat ready gear. Because it might be relevant, does everybody have their pilot gear on their sheets as well?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
Might just want to
It's
check
not
it.
much of anything, right? It's just like it's like a signature personal weapon and stuff like that.
Yes.
I want to be packing a revolver like little me. I just am starting to lean into it, you know? I think that she's like, yeah, this is cool. My
Heck yeah.
new baby thinks it's cool. I support that. I'm going to get myself a little revolver. I get 2 pilot weapons, so I'm going to have 2 pistols just like my baby. Oh my gosh. Alex, you need a corrective.
What?
I don't know. Maybe you don't.
Yeah, Alex, fix yourself.
It's like a big band-aid.
Corrective is magical science fiction medics
It
stuff.
corrects your boo-boos.
It does correct your boo-boos, which is also how we refer to top surgery. It corrects your boo-boos.
Nice.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, I'm leaving that in.
That's good.
I can get behind a top surgery joke.
No, I want to get a tertiary arm. What are you talking about?
Oh, you can have another.
Yeah, actually, it's pretty sick. How would you like a third arm?
I kind of do.
I use it for holding my tea.
Then that's a bottom surgery joke. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that?
I will permit it.
All right.
By the power vested in me, that was really good.
Hey, it's Ben. Let's take a little break, huh? I got some things to tell you. Our guest GM for this series is Hen, also known as I Write Robots in all the good corners of the internet. Hen's a science fiction writer, namely Interface, an ongoing sci-fi novel about a college boy, a con artist, and a robot you can find on his website, iwriterobots.com, which I'll link in the episode notes. The first few chapters actually have audio versions, too. He's also pretty big into Magic the Gathering and D&D and makes video essays on YouTube, which is really the thing that got him the gig on Roleplay Retcon. They're pretty good. I'll link to all of this in the episode notes. The soundtrack for this series features Behold, which is spelled with a slash between B and hold. The track up top of this episode is called Uprising, and it's an original piece we commissioned for the series. The rest of the music is from his back catalog. Some of it was made for My First Dungeon, a very good actual play podcast. And some of it is from his latest album, Where They Landed, which is a concept album that combines like spooky sci-fi vibes with Appalachian folk music. You can find all his music on YouTube, Bandcamp, and a bunch of other places. Just Google Behold. Or you can find him on social media as Behold Your Fate. Roleplay Retcon is part of the One Shot Network, which has lots of great shows like the flagship One Shot podcast or System Mastery with Jeff and John, which is sort of like a two-person book club where they read old, weird TTRPGs and make a lot of jokes. Or Skyjack's Courier's Call, an all-ages spinoff of Campaign Skyjacks. Roleplay Retcon has a Discord and a Patreon. The Discord has bonus people and the Patreon has bonus content. You can actually join the Patreon as a free member, and there's a good bit of content that free members have access to. You have to subscribe for free, and I'll be honest, this is an attempt to get you in the door and entice you to upgrade to a paid tier, but it's on the level, and there is actually a lot of free stuff. Like, I was looking over it earlier today, and I was like, oof, did I make too much free? But I can't take it back now. Particularly a lot of the back catalog is free, like the first and last episode of Jincy's and my spinoff podcast, Egg News, which is all about our love of eggs. I actually have a bit of egg news as well from the U.S. side.
Yeah?
It's actually entertainment news.
Ooh!
This has been all over the entertainment news. I believe Kevin Bacon was on Late Night with Seth Meyers the other day, and he told a story about how he ate a boiled egg on his tour bus and it exploded in his mouth and burned him.
Ben, that happened to you one time.
I'm so glad that you've helped me segue into
I'm
that
sorry.
exact thing. No. I set you up. I set you up. It was, so he did exactly what I did. He put a boiled egg in the microwave. Don't ever do this.
Don't
Never
do that,
microwave a boiled egg, ever. Because it will explode in your mouth when you eat it. All right, that's all I got. Back to the episode.
Hell yeah. Heck yeah. I dumbed it down to heck yeah, and I don't know why.
It's okay.
Fuck yeah.
A number of hours later, roughly 30 hours later, as established, the cold winds of the Siberian front are blowing against the exteriors of your Jaegers as the helicarriers overhead detach the cablings that have you all suspended, and you all drop down one at a time, thunk, 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 in your cool new mechs. Dispatch comes over the intercom.
We've found a safe landing location for you all currently. The target coordinates are a number of miles out. You'll need to walk the rest of the way on foot, but this is the rendezvous point after the mission. Make sure you relay any relevant information to us. We don't know how well comms will hold up this far north. Also, has anyone seen Jake?
Negative, Command. We have not seen Jake.
Gottlieb in the background says,
Oh, yes. I was told at some point that I have been put in charge.
and you're all left to your own devices.
We all laugh.
And then we go to the next Kingdom Hearts world.
And now we're all mermaids or toys or whatever else they've done in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, the coordinates are put on all of your sort of high-tech grids and the interiors of your Jaegers that show your destination that you begin walking towards. It's a couple-mile walk over to the destination, just large enough of a space that the rendezvous point shouldn't be very obvious. Shouldn't take too long to cover, though, in the size of your mechs.
Hey, Alex, buddy, why don't you let me stay in front of you here? I'll take point on this one, okay, buddy?
Do you want to take point?
Yeah, I'll take point on this one.
Go for it, Bond. I like the initiative, Bond.
Yeah, everyone just stay behind me just stay behind me.
You all walk the distance, and why doesn't everybody give me a notice check?
19.
Can I read a situation?
I'll say you can read a situation.
Yes.
That's too generous, I think.
It's a little generous, but that's okay. We already have a 20 over here, so it's like,
I got 15 plus 2, 17. So
Well, I got a 13 plus 3, 16.
Nice.
That's my third 16 I've rolled so far.
Amara, you see at first what looks to be maybe just a shadow in the sideways wind of this wall of snow here on the Siberian front. There is a black smog that kind of appears and begins to dissipate out into the wind, almost above the line of snow in front of you all. And as you begin to step further and further closer, even behind your companions here, you can see the shape of a large black steel factory almost, but it's seemingly only the top of the factory. There are smokestacks here and a retaining wall and a military grade fence beyond that, but there aren't any buildings.
Oh, hey everyone. I relay the information.
And as you do so, it comes clear for the rest of you too, who also have seen it and clocked it.
Command, we got an active structure here.
We're seeing that.
go look at it.
Yeah, do the things. No, dispatch comes.
I think that's just becoming a character.
Yeah. We've completely bastardized the character of Lieutenant Chuan.
Yes, this person was kind of like that during the whole helicopter thing too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he's just, he's spent a lot of time around, I think, you, Bon, and the chillax to the max is just really worn off on him. He's so over all this.
He's like, we can see it. Go for it. I mean, stay safe.
Okay.
Stay safe, kids. Don't talk to strangers.
I'm gonna pull out my smart scope. I'm gonna start marking all the enemies on the wall, like you do in many video games.
Yeah, like those Sniper Elite games.
Yeah.
You had a 15 on the notice check?
16.
A 16. You register no heat signatures through your smart scope.
I don't have any heat signatures. No biologicals.
Pretty strange.
Maybe I should send out my drone.
Do I see anything that might be like an electronic surveillance?
Through the camera, you see very little. Through the smart scope, you see very little on the surface level. You do see that there is a sort of, past the fence, there is a small concrete sort of half dome almost that has a sort of shadowed interior to it. And looking through the scope, you can see that there are electronics down there, almost like some kind of safety hatch. But other than that, there is nothing.
Yeah, Mara, send your drone for a little closer look.
It says half a mile. It can go half a mile. Are we half a mile?
Plenty close.
Okay.
Your drone kind of through the wind and the snow here makes its way down, and through the drone's video feed, you can see that this is it's an entry terminal of some kind. There's a small metal display that has a sort of hard protective case over a screen of some kind that looks to be like a badge reader almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see that there is a cutout in the ground. The platform here looks to be some kind of either opening hatch or maybe like an elevator. It's not mech-sized.
Okay. People size. I relay the information.
What do you think, leader?
Well, we're here to check things out. We might as well go check it out.
Jake will say,
What do you think? You need an extra hand, or?
Jake, what are you doing here?
Oh, don't worry. Gottlieb's in charge.
Okay. I guess I lied to command then.
Oh yeah, he was just in here, and then he got taken with us. He's been here for the whole 30 hours.
Routine inspection, and then deployment happened, and we were, 12 hours out to Siberia. Nothing I could do about it.
Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he's the senior officer in charge, so...
You're right, I am. And I say, cadets, we should check out whatever's going on here. I'll keep the seats warm, unless you think I should come with.
No, maybe it's best if you stay in here, because you can keep an eye out on things out here.
I can send anything back to base too if we need it.
Okay, that would be great. Thank you.
You all disembark. There's you unjockey, as it were.
So, hey, Bond sort of like scoofs down into the snow, from the last little jump. And it's like a heavy scoof. And you can see that he is carrying on his back, those grenade launchers from Halo that the brutes have. It's like one of those without the big blade on it. That's my heavy signature. It's on the back. And,
Nice.
And he's like, oh, oof, makes me land a little heavy.
Wow, where did you get that?
What? Oh,
Just found it.
yeah, from the,
That's cool.
back there.
Look.
Back there, they said I could have
That's
it.
cool. I got some pistols. Look at them. I'm a real gunslinger, just like my
seems
baby.
cool. I got one of those too, and he takes out like a tiny little wimpy little sidearm, and he's like, if I need it.
Alex slides down the scarf of his mech to the ground.
Nice.
And
Hell yeah.
How whimsical.
he has a 6-foot long English longbow strapped across his back with a
Oh.
pair of arrows.
Looking sharp.
Whoa, Alex, that's cool.
Those two weapons could not be further apart historically, implementation-wise.
Love it.
Mine's
Oh,
quiet.
man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mine's not.
I guess my
No.
revolvers are like somewhere in the
It's-
middle.
Alex, yeah, it's quiet up until the enemy mech hears tink on their windshield.
Mine's quiet if I don't pull the trigger.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
It doesn't hum.
It doesn't
or
like
anything.
clank around.
Nah, it's not too bad.
You all stand facing this strange entrance point of some kind. Amara, your drone hovers over the control panel. What do you all do?
Amara, do you think you could hack that panel?
I think I can try.
I could hack that panel, and I take my heavy signature weapon off my back.
Well, if it comes to that, I've got a quieter option.
All right.
Go ahead and give me a hack/fix.
Okay. 12 plus 5 is 17.
Yeah, with the help of your drone interfacing into this thing, it quickly figures out a string of characters that pass as a password for the system, and it lights up and it says, recognized. Welcome back, Professor.
Professor.
Underneath you all, the floor ka-chunk down further and then begins to roll. And you all find yourselves standing on a moving platform, like a concrete slab that is descending on an incline deeper and deeper into the earth. Ahead of you, you can just see dark tunnel expanse. And it goes on like this for minutes. You're standing here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, before it finally begins to slow and then ka-chunk back into place. And you stand at one end of a long, dark hallway.
Jake, we're in.
You just get static.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Did
Your-
anybody bring a flashlight?
Does my drone have a flashlight?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Little lights click onto the front of the drone. It kind of swerves ahead to light the way. There's a long steel corridor that is almost high enough that you think you might be able to get like a smaller mech in here somehow. Really tall ceiling. And as you begin to walk just a little bit further, that kind of recognition of having access to the panel earlier actually kicks in. Hiccups. And lights begin to flicker on overhead. Illuminating the long path of this hallway, you guys can see another one of those sort of massive, like safety doors. They're the kind that have like the teeth in between two meshing pieces of steel and another access panel next to it that is a door as tall as the hallway is high, all the way at the end of the hallway, and two smaller but still impressive, like secure doors to the left and right of it.
Like they're like all three are going the same direction, or the other two are going?
The other two are going off to the right and off to the left, and then there's one in front.
We definitely need to see what's behind that big door. They can crack that code?
I can try. I did the first one. Can I put in the same password?
Yeah, you type in the same password as before. You watch the characters, these like seemingly randomly generated characters just begin to pop into place on the screen until one at a time that just lights up green, and the doors begin to pull open. Are you all stepping inside?
I'm going to loose my bow first.
Sure.
Get it ready.
Do the lights come on?
I'm going to draw my sidearm. We're not going to quite take out the big boy yet.
Oh, you don't want to use the grenade launcher?
Why not?
What do you think?
I can't risk threatening you up, pal.
No, the lights don't come on, as a matter of fact. As you all step into this room,
I'd really like them to, Hen.
You find yourself standing on another large platform, similar to the one you had stood on before, but this time there is a steel railing, an impressive one, quite tall and pretty heavy duty, around the perimeter of this thing. The door slowly closes behind you, not in a locking way, don't worry, you're fine, but you are in here alone. The rest of this room, you can tell there is a breeze through here, not like someone has left the AC running, but like a sort of the vortex of the door opening has kind of let wind run through, and you can tell on the sound of it that this is a large room that is largely empty. You just can't see anything here.
So the light from the drone isn't really going far enough?
Not far enough. There's a massive gap between you and the closest thing, you can tell.
Amara, see if you can send your drone further out.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I want to send him further out. Let him scope it out.
Yeah, you send the drone out. You guys can track for a little while the sort of small mote of light that represents the drone before the drone almost flies into something and has to pull back. And you can see almost just the reflection of the light itself, almost like it's reflecting off of something glassy, a container of some kind. And as you all kind of try to focus on this structure in the distance, this tiny little light from this drone illuminating it somewhat, the lights overhead finally ka-chunk, 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 all the way down this massive expanse of space. And what you all see as the lights overhead flicker on are a series of cylindrical structures with cone-shaped heads, very similar to a missile almost, except that the bodies of the cylinders are translucent, and within them bubbles a sort of pink amniotic fluid, as well as the titanic, hulking forms of countless kaiju.
Roleplay Retcon's remake of Pacific Rim Uprising is directed by I Write Robots, with Jinsi as Amara Namani, Alex Blasius as Alex Blasius, and Benjamin Gray as Bon Joyega. The soundtrack for this series features Behold. Our logo is by Jeanette Blasius.
Roleplay Retcon is produced by Two Fish in a Jug and is part of the One Shot Network.
Bye, kisses.